Welcome back to the Foundation in C# course. We're currently in Module 9. In this lesson, we're going to review what we just did with data access. So we had a MVP that's working with SQL Server, and we decided we wanted to add SQLite as an option. Now what we have is the ability at runtime to change that app-settings.json file and change from a SQL database type to a SQLite database type. And that's really not that hard. We didn't really touch the user interfaces of either the Razor Pages application or the WPF application. We did add the ability to swap out which one goes into dependency injection, but that was it. We didn't change any of the code for how he displayed stuff or anything else. And that really brings us up to today's tip, which is disconnected designs lead to easier improvements. So keep your UI and your database disconnected from each other. I said it before, but I'll say it again. I've heard a lot from people who say, yes, but how do you use SQLite with WinForms or with MVC or with, and you know what you just saw, it doesn't matter what the user interface is if you have that disconnected design. We didn't care who was talking to our SQLite database. We just created that same interface as what SQL had, and now we could just swap it out in dependency injection, and the user interface doesn't know which it's talking to, except there's that setting in app-settings.json. That's it. And it works the same way, it shows the data the same way, everything happens, even though the databases store data and use data differently. So we had to store dates as strings. We had to store booleans as ints. We had to store money as an int. And we had to do some multiplication and division. All that messiness was hidden behind in our data access layer. Everything above that just knows I ask for this and I get it. Whether it comes from SQL or SQLite doesn't matter. And that's the beauty of a disconnected design. So I highly encourage you to think that through when you're building your applications. Don't connect your user interface directly to your database. Okay? So that's the tip for today. Let's move on to the course recap.